Good morning. Welcome to the verse of the day. Always be assured that God is interested in your well-being and God is protecting you in every way. You see, the scripture shows a whole lot of what God has done for his people. And we can claim it. We can claim the blessings that God has promised. The words that are there. You see, the blessings are the words that are written. When we learn how to claim those words and believe those words and speak those words upon our lives, then they can become a reality because the words, blessings are in the words. That's why when you tell someone to bless you, or that's why God bless you by speaking his words. That's why God blessed Abraham by speaking his words unto him. So I want us to look in the book of Isaiah chapter 54 because there are a whole lot of blessing there. I want to focus on one scripture, but which is 54 verse 11, but verse 17 rather, but beginning at verse 11, God made some promises to his people. Then he crowned up with the famous scripture, no weapon formed against thee shall prosper. So in verse 11, he promised that he will establish the foundation for them, a beautiful foundation. This morning, I want you to believe that God is going to establish a great foundation for you as you go about this week, as you go about today, as you go about this week, that your foundation will be established. You see, foundation makes the difference because the higher you are able to go up, it depends on how strong your foundation is. So God is establishing a beautiful foundation for you. He said to them that the children will know the way of the Lord. In other words, God will order your children because whatever is established for you, if your family is not flowing with that thing, somebody was telling me how the family, the certain person in the family, what they were doing, how they were going astray. You see, because your children or your family can destroy the thing that established. So God said that your children will also know the way of the Lord. So claim that blessing. And he said that he will deliver them from oppression, from terror, and from fear. When God begins to establish you, the devil is going to come in to bring in fear, to terrorize you, or to oppress you. But God promised that, look, Israel, I will deliver you from oppression, I will deliver you from terror, and I will deliver you from fear. He also promised that he will give them, that all those that rise up against them, all those that will rise up against them, he said they will gather, but they will gather in vain. They will gather, but they will fall. So it's a promise of God's great protection that you may not even know that there are people that are gathering to do things against you, but they will fall. They will become nothing. In other words, all the plans will come to nothing for you. Claim that promise this morning. Claim it as a foundation that you stand on to go through the week. The things that are created, he said, the things that are created will be destroyed. In other words, look, everything that is coming against you, God was showing his sovereignty, that everything that is coming against you, that wants to fight you, that wants to destroy you, I have created them. If I have created them and they are going out of the way, they are going to be destroyed. Then, of course, the famous verse in verse 17, he said, no weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper. Every weapon that is forged, that is set to be used against you, he said, no weapon that is formed against you shall prosper. And every tongue, every accusation, you see, accusation is a very evil thing. One of the things that the devil does is to bring accusation against the children of God, because accusation is more than what you think. The illustration for accusation is you can illustrate accusation like this. You're dressed up, you leave your house to go, to town or to go to do whatever you want to go to do. And while you are going, somebody take oil or take dirt, let's say dirt or dirty water, and waste it on you. And now your whole clothes is filthy. That's what accusation is. as you are going to where you are going, and people begin to say, oh, this guy is smelling, his clothes is dirty, this guy. You see, the person who did the thing to you, nobody's looking at him, but they are looking at you. If you ignore it, you will receive a whole lot of condemnation as you go on the way. So you have to come back and take out the clothes and change the clothes and put on something different. And that's what accusation does. That's how accusation works. The devil began to accuse you. He began to lift up his voice. But he said, no weapon that is formed against you shall prosper. Every tongue that shall rise up against you, every accusation that cometh against you, you will render them guilty. In other words, they will be guilty, not you will be guilty. Because this is what God does for his people. This is the heritage. This is what we inherit. We inherit rather from God. And he said, our righteousness is of the Lord. Our righteousness, or everything that is good about us, comes from the Lord. I want you to take these words this morning and claim it. Read the scripture over. Read Isaiah 54, verse 11 to 17, and claim it and believe it as you go about your day. And have a wonderful day. God bless you.